What's up, YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician channel. And today we're going to be doing a little tool review on some of my favorite wrenches, or one of my top favorite wrenches. And as we all know, there's a lot of different styles of wrenches out there. You got your normal combination wrenches, you got 6-point, 12-point spline drive, you got long reach ratcheting wrenches, you got stubbies. I mean, you got offsets, you got angles. I mean, there's so many different types of wrenches out there. So as far as your normal ratcheting combination wrench goes, DeWalt has actually held up pretty well, and I'm pretty happy with them. So that's why I kind of want to mention them in this video. I like their features, so we'll go over all of that, and I'll give you as much information as I can. Now, as you guys may know, I went to school to be a technician, and I had a crap ton of tools ready for when I went to work. And the job I ended up getting actually provided me with all the tools I need to work. So all of my tools that I had purchased for homework, and then all of my tools that I had purchased for work all ended up at home. So I wouldn't say that any of these tools are used every single day, hardcore work or anything like that. But as far as the work I do at home, I would say I do a decent amount of work, more than a weekend warrior type of thing, but not obviously as much as a professional technician where they're constantly using their tools all day, every day. So just keep that in mind. They have held up well for the work that I've done, and I've had them roughly 2 years. So let's get into this and let me know what you guys think. Okay, so before I take you over to the workbench and give you a real close-up look at the DeWalts that I'm talking about, now keep in mind there are a lot of different styles DeWalt makes as well. And DeWalt is mainly known, obviously, for their power tools and bits and stuff. But yes, they make hand tools, some of it being great stuff, some of it being, you know, just like Milwaukee. They've all got their good and bad stuff. So I figured that the DeWalt ratcheting wrenches that I have are worth mentioning just because I've enjoyed them so much. Now, like I stated before, there are a whole slew of different style wrenches like these, or spline drives with reversible action and flex heads, and it's got an offset here. You got your normal combination with 12 points. I don't think I have any 6-point besides this that I use for brake jobs. It's a Tekton double ratcheting wrench. And then, I mean, you got your ratcheting wrenches with no offset, no angle. And you've got angles, and I mean, you've got the deep offset double box ends. You've got something like Gear Wrench makes this spline drive ratcheting. It's a 120 XP, and then you got a solid with an offset on this side. Then you got things like Capri Tool with their 100-tooth ratcheting wrench. So that's just some of the many different types of wrenches out there. So now I'm going to show you the DeWalt ones. It's going to be these guys over here. This is the SAE set. It goes from a quarter all the way up to 3/4, and this is just the 10-piece set. There is an 8-piece set, 10, 12, and I believe some others as well. And then I also have the metric set 10 through 19. So that's what I'm going to show you over on the workbench, so you can kind of get a close-up of it and see what I'm talking about. So keep in mind, like I stated before, DeWalt does make different designs as well. They have one similar to this Gear Wrench set with the flexible head, no reversible action or anything like that. Now, when I saw those, they were thicker. As you can tell, the DeWalt has really shaved down its size. It's built well. It's not bulky like these Gear Wrench. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Gear Wrench, but this set is just made very well compared to a lot of other wrenches that I've used. Besides that, they also have a normal combination wrench, no ratcheting portion or anything like that. But the thing that I love about these is they actually do have a reversible action. They're not your standard flip or anything like that. They have an angle. Most of the time when you get a ratcheting wrench that's not reversible, it won't have this angle, because then if you flip it one way, you might not be able to use it. So it's nice that this has the reversible action, and it allows you to have that angle on there. But I'm just going to go ahead and give you one of the part numbers for this 8-piece set. I believe it's for the metric set. It's Delta Whiskey Mike Tango 72166, and each one of these wrenches is going to be engraved with the part number on it, Delta Whiskey Mike Tango 72294. So that's really nice. On Amazon, it has a 4.8 out of 5 stars, which does not surprise me. Like I said, this is a 10-piece set. It comes in 8, 10, or 12. It's got anti-slip design, which I really like. A lot of your other wrenches, unless you're getting Snap-on, Flank Drive Plus, or anything like that, and then Matco has their own kind of deal. And you know, a lot of companies are coming out with an anti-slip feature. Capri has it, a lot of other guys, but a lot of your standard, normal wrenches aren't going to have any feature. You know, it's just going to be the simple open end. Whereas DeWalt has incorporated just a couple of notches in here, as you can see, one up on the top and then one on the bottom. It's supposed to improve gripping rounded off fasteners and also preventing you from rounding off fasteners and stuff like that. So that's really cool. It's got a 15-degree angle on the open end. It's a full polished chrome. Kind of has this hash mark stamped into it, kind of like a little bit of knurling on both sides, and it's on both the front and the back of the wrench. Same with the size engravings. You got one on each end of the wrench, both front and back. Part number as well, and DeWalt. So you can see all the information on both sides. Not that that's a huge importance, but it's always nice to be able to see or quickly be able to look at your wrench and see what size it is. Other than that, the polish is really nice on it, as you can see here. And these have been used for roughly 2 years, I would say, almost 2 years, and they've held up really well. It's a 72 tooth mechanism. I'd say it sounds pretty good. This is also a 72 tooth mechanism. And you can actually, when you rotate this, you can actually feel the teeth engaging. It feels nice and firm. It is a little bit louder of a click, as you can tell. And then another thing I want to mention about the DeWalt hand tools, not just specifically these, but DeWalt does a really good job of a no hassle warranty when it comes to these. I've never had an issue with these wrenches, but any other hand tool that I've used through DeWalt, I had to return something. They sent me 2 of the same size, and I mean, it was literally taken care of within a matter of days. I had a new one. So that was really nice. I'm not sure how it goes in stores, but as far as just contacting them, it's a no hassle, full lifetime warranty. So that's great. But like I said, you can get this in both metric and SAE. Now the prices for it, like I said, this is a 10-piece set that I got in the metric and a 10-piece set in the SAE. If you find them in stores, I think they were selling them at Sears a while back when I was looking at getting these, but they were $99 or $100 a set. To me, that's a little much. I mean, there are a lot of other wrenches out there. You know, that's getting up there with the professional brands. That's a little spendy. But once again, now that I've used these for 2 years, would I spend the $100 on the metric set? Yes. Probably not the SAE because I don't use it that much. The SAE, I just really don't find myself using much anymore. So for the metric, yes, I would still pay that, but don't. You can find them online, other places, eBay, Amazon, places such like that. I picked mine up for roughly $50 a set, so you can find them out there for better deals. I will try to do my best to link them down in the description, at least one set, probably the metric set, for you guys. But that's just a quick look at one of my favorite ratcheting wrench designs, and yeah, it's made by DeWalt, not Gear Wrench or Snap-on or Matco or any of those. I never thought that I would enjoy a DeWalt wrench so much. Now, I can't speak as far as any of the other wrenches that they make because I never used them, but these sets right here have turned out really well. Let me know what you guys think, and if you've had these or used these, let me know how your experience was with them. Before I end this video, I just want to quickly point out, before anybody freaks out, yes, I know I was comparing a Gear Wrench 19mm to a 15mm earlier, but what I was really trying to show you wasn't really the thickness here. Those are about the same. Obviously, this is going to be thicker here. It's a joint and it needs that extra strength, but the meat around the ratcheting portion. A lot of companies out there that, like, especially if you look like at the Pittsburgh ones and stuff like that, they'll have a huge amount of metal around the ratcheting portion, which is just ridiculous. This one's got a fair amount, but the DeWalt did a really good job of trimming that down, all that unnecessary metal, It's still strong, operates just fine, no binding or anything like that. So DeWalt, I just wanted to show you, has done a really good job of trimming down that head in order to get it in so it's more accessible to places, whereas sometimes this won't be. So that's just something to keep in mind. I just wanted to show you kind of the differences. So now these are both 15 millimeters. So thank you guys so much for watching now. And if you enjoyed, please hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.